Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. We are in the playoffs. We'll go back and let you know what happened in the playoffs, get you ready for the next round of the playoffs. Remember, pick your opponent. Scared money don't make money, and Benny Feilhaber's not going to be making any money. We'll go through the matchups and all the games and the highlights coming up in short order. So to go forward, we got to go backward. Friday Night Football was Austin FC and Sporting Kansas City 2. Austin FC got 2 goals on the board at Rock Chalk Park, so they would go into Sporting, get the win, and advance. So big win for Los Verdos. Goals by Rodriguez and Ramirez in the 52nd and the 86th. David Rodriguez scoring in the 52nd. Alonso Ramirez from the spot in the 86th. And so the road playoff challenge conquered by Austin FC 2. They would start things off in MLS Next Pro's playoffs with a big win. Red Bulls would knock off Chicago Fire. This one would be at Montclair Soccer Park, and it would be goals from Sabufu, Avanti Mullings, and Ibrahim Kasula with a brace at 45 and 90 plus 6 after Luca Purple would score in the 56th to draw Fire to within 3-1. Kasula would score at 90 plus 6, and Red Bulls advanced to the conference semifinals with the 4-1 win. Columbus Crew 2 on a last-minute goal knocked off Orlando City B at historic Crew Stadium, and in a matchup that had 3 red cards, by the way. Noah Fuson would score in the 33rd to make it 1-0. Then it would be Perez scoring for OCB. Franco Perez would score in the 37th to tie it at 1. Then, because of a coming together, Gibran Rayo, Acuna, and Javier Otero would all get red cards within a 4-minute span. Rayo and Acuna would get theirs one after the other. So it would be down to 10, and then Marco Micheletti would score from the spot at 90 plus 1 to make it a 2-1 lead for Crew. Javier Otero trying to keep a breakaway from happening to add goal number 3 at 90 plus 4. He would get a red card as well, so the game would finish 10-9, but Crew would get the win 2-1, and they would advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals with their win on the board. St. Louis City 2 eliminated from the playoffs. Win by San Jose Earthquakes 2 at City Park, so another road win in the Western Conference, and it would be goals in the 63rd and the 87th. It would be Will Richmond and Husseini Buddha scoring to give the 2-0 advantage for the Earthquakes. They would go on and win. Big win for head coach Dan DeGeer. And Earthquakes, too. Busy season for Bobby Murphy and City, too, but they would be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. That sets up our matches of the week. First one's at Gillette in the Eastern Conference. New England Revolution 2, Philadelphia Union 2. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
Starting lineups for Marcelo Santos and Revs 2. We talked about Jordan Adebayo-Smith and that front line pair with Esmir Bayraktarovic and Bulma as well will lead the line. For Philadelphia Union, they were in the playoffs last year. They were one and done. Marlon LeBlanc's hoping that this 11 can take them a step further this time.
Yep. Because in the regular season, of course, there's always a winner and a loser. There's no ties. If it's tied at the end of regulation time, the game goes to penalties. So essentially, every player, every team understands that at the end of this game there's going to be a winner and loser. It's not a regular season game where there's going to be a tie. And
pretty recently, September 10th, 12 consecutive matches unbeaten, which is a Revs 2 record. And the home form's been a big reason why. And there's a push in the back, and the referee points for a penalty. Joshua Bulma bundled over inside of the 18-yard box. And it is Marcos Diaz for New England, and he scores just underneath the gloves of Rick. To get that touch right, and does. It's a lovely weaving run. Marcos Diaz has space to work with. He has Bulma in support as well. Bulma cross, and Adebayo-Smith lets it slip underneath his leg, and it's cleared away by Sorensen with the goal gaping.
Maybe he just wants to get the ball down, control it, play rather than relying on it to bounce out of play and you trying to shield it out with his body.
Ooh, this is going to fall for Jordan Adebayo-Smith. Plays it out wide. This is going to be a chance for Bayraktarovic. Oh, it's a beauty. Esmir Bayraktarovic once again scores against Philadelphia Union 2. It's his 5th goal against them this season.
The impact Baratovic was having in this game and being an inverted winger, this is the advantage that he has. Picks up the ball on the right flank. You can see the composure here. Takes his touch, picks his corner, bends it into the far corner. The goalkeeper's waving to his family in the stands. There's no chance he's getting anywhere near to that.
Well, must be said, Bulma is in good position as well, but it's going to be Bayraktarovic who's done it again. What about that? A brace for Esmir Bayraktarovic. He continues to be Philadelphia's kryptonite. And New England are 3-0 up with 26 minutes to play.
It's perfect. If you look two attackers in front, split at the right time, opening up the lane for Baratovic to bury this in the bottom corner, giving the goalkeeper no chance and giving his team a 3-0 lead. New England now comfortably in the driving seat.
Philadelphia have 25 minutes to pull off an incredible comeback here, and Raffanello able to get back onto this. Referee allows play to continue, and it's blasted over the top by David Vasquez tonight in this Eastern Conference quarterfinal here on Apple TV+. Jean St. Jacques, Chris Nurse, our entire crew as Philadelphia win the ball back here. This is Jeremy Raffanello who tries to score. Good save by Jackson cutting down the angle.
Very pedestrian tonight and allowed New England to control the game, and that's been the disappointing part for me from Philadelphia tonight.
Can Philly get one back, though, to try and make this interesting down the stretch? It's Raffanello from Westfield. It's back for Westfield, who curls one in front. Souza, and then a shot from Castillo is in! 12 minutes left. The substitute, Juan Castillo, scores for Philadelphia.
Putting the ball in the back of the net on his next play, but well done to him for coming into the game on the first opportunity he's had to get a shot and goal. It's in the back of the net. Now let's see if they can get the ball and really go and give this team a fight. Make them
early stages of the second half. Scored 2 goals. Juan Castillo has given a little bit of life here for Philadelphia, and they might get another chance here. It's a lovely weaving run, a challenge, and a penalty for Philadelphia. The substitute, Boubacar Diallo, wins a spot kick with 9 minutes left, and Philadelphia may not be dead and buried yet. Diallo scores. Boubacar Diallo makes it 3-2 with 8 minutes left.
Oh, I think that penalty appeal has probably more than the one that the referee gave earlier.
New England come the other way as we enter stoppage time. Malcolm Fry keeps on going. Can he pick out a chance here? And it's stopped by Rick. And it's out for a corner on the near side. Dictates when this match ends. It's on his whistle. And New England flood players forward again here. Malcolm Fry could seal it. Oh, it's off the post. That would have sealed the deal. Can Philadelphia finish off the comeback? Tucker placing the ball into the middle. Stojanovic with an overhead kick. He misses it, and the game is over. New England holds on at the death to win it by 3-2.
Then MLS Next Pro After Dark. And it would be at Starfire, Tacoma Defiance, Houston Dynamo 2. Kylan Mills, Joel Attinella on the call, courtesy of our friends once again, MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
Here's a look at the starting 11 for head coach Wade Weber's side. Coming out in a 3-4-3 formation. Any other players you've got your eye on in this? Couple of players to keep an eye on. Talon Maples, the captain, but anyone else in the midfield when you look at the Gonzaleses that you're looking for to step up? Beautiful night, right around 60 degrees, cloudy skies. There is the opening whistle. This matchup underway. Just a 2-mile-per-hour breeze, so wind certainly should not be a factor in this one. Ball played out to Tacoma. Ball slotted across. Could it be the opening goal? And it is! A fast start for the Tacoma Defiance. It's Blake Bowen who buries the opener.
What a start for the home side. It starts in a transitional moment. They're able to move the ball from the right to the left. They find the overlapping runner, but look at this run from Bowen. He's a late runner, and nobody accounts for him on Houston. A great dummy at the near post, but it's a really good late run, well-timed run. He gets lost by the Houston defense. That's when you talk about when you're getting to the baseline, look for the cutback. The cutback is on. That's the model that we need to adapt, and Seattle's one of the teams that's done a really good job of implementing that into their club and into their culture.
Bowen with some space, lays it off to Rodriguez inside the 18. He fires it, he scores! What a goal! Braudilio Rodriguez doubles the lead. It's 2-0 Tacoma. By Providence Swedish, official healthcare partner of Seattle Sounders FC and Tacoma Defiance. Ooh, pretty ball chipped over the top. Bowen keeps it in play. The shot, and it goes in! Valdez almost had it, but Braudilio Rodriguez has his brace. 3-0 Tacoma.
Checking it early, and it's Houston's aggressiveness. They're caught ball watching. Bowen does a good job getting behind, plays the ball across, and once again it's that late runner. Houston unable to account for that late runner in the middle of the field.
Rodriguez runs it down, plays it out. Counterattack chance here for the Defiance. Out in space, cross sent towards Manungu, but it's saved. Brilliant effort by Xavier Valdez in net for Houston. 58 degrees now in Tequila, Washington, so certainly cold conditions, slick field. Foul called
just a
there.
Pacific Northwest night. That's what that is.
You know a thing or two about that, huh,
I
Jeff?
do.
Now here could be the chance. Nice ball in the box, and there it is. Houston Dynamo 2 pull one back.
Quick free kick. They're able to catch Tacoma slacking a little bit. Creates that space in the midfield. It's a late challenge. He's able to get that turn in, and that's a good finish there as well. It's a textbook finish. He picks his head up, hits it one time.
Now here's a dangerous chance. Rodriguez, little fake, lays it off. Cross just offline. Tacoma taking their time. DeRoma surveying. Switching fields. Rodriguez driving central, lays it off. Slotted ball, and it's beautiful. A stunning goal for the Tacoma Defiance. Dylan Tevez makes it 4.
Exposing that gap again. It starts with DeRoma, calm on the ball, switches the form of play, Salza finds a line, and it's that late runner Tevez. They're even out, building up out of the attack so that they're able, if the ball does turn over, they're able to get numbers directly behind the ball to make it hard for these transitional teams to attack them when the game's all spread out, because they're very rarely spread out.
There's a mistake though. Shot does go in. Houston Dynamo 2 has pulled one back. This match not over.
Castro sleeping a little bit. He wasn't ready for the possession change. Lazy ball into the midfield. A little bit of a miscommunication. Good strong hit on a tough surface. I think it was tough to tell what happened there. Maybe it was a little bit of a miscommunication. I think Rodriguez may have thought that he had another Tacoma player behind him who was going to receive that pass. But that's how quick things can happen when the ball turns over in your own third.
Here comes Houston towards the end line. Cross popped in. There's a shot, and there's a goal. What just happened?
Shift. It looks like Tacoma, I don't think they know what's hit them so right now. We talked about trying to get the ball wide, getting the ball into the box, creating these chances. A great touch and an unbelievable finish. Oh my.
Cross towards the back of the 6. Curling, a shot, and it's saved.
It has been coming up big time. Look, there's so many numbers around him in the box, but he does a great job of tracking it all the way across. It's just one of those things where you just know that things are happening. You got to snap into it. It's easy to get your head down if you're giving up a couple goals, but you always know it's always about the next one. It's always about the next one.
There it is. There's the whistle. And this match is final.
So that lays it out for you in your playoff bracket. We're down to 8. Friday, October 6th at Gillette, Revolution 2 and Red Bulls. They'll go at it at 7 o'clock. All these matchups are on Season Pass. And this also is where we introduce the top seeds into the activity once again. Sunday, 3 matches, 3 o'clock at Mecklenburg. At Matthews, it is Crown Legacy hosting Columbus Crew 2. 9:30, Colorado Rapids 2 at Dick's Sporting Goods Park hosting San Jose Earthquakes 2. And then at 10 o'clock at Starfire, Tacoma Defiance hosting Austin FC 2. So those are your matchups. Once again, all 4 of those games, all 4 of the matchups are on MLS Season Pass. So follow along Apple TV. Number 1 seeds once again back in. Tacoma remains at Starfire hosting Austin FC. You look at all of what's going on here with the Revs and the Red Bulls squaring off for the 4th time in 2023. Revs, they hung on for that 3-2 win. Esmir Bakhtarovich had a big match. Once again, revenge on the minds of Revs 2 after they failed to beat Red Bulls 2 in 3 prior meetings this season. On Sunday, once again, Crown Legacy entering the postseason, taking on Crew 2. Crew 2 making the trip to North Carolina, looking for the upset, chasing after back-to-back titles. That 91st minute goal advance things for Crew 2. Noah Fuson, Coleman, Gannon have registered goals against Crown Legacy in 2023. Crown Legacy well rested, dominated on both sides of the field. A 7-match unbeaten run leading to this first playoff appearance. Patrick Ajimong scored the 1 goal in the 1-0 triumph over Crew back in April and is one of 2 Crown Legacy players to register double-digit goals in 2023 with 10. Colorado Rapids 2 facing Earthquakes 2 as they go on the road. Quakes 2 got 1 point in 2 regular season matchups with Rapids 2 in 2023 with Will Richmond and Jack Scahan serving as the only recent goal scorers on them. Colorado Rapids have yet to lose on home soil against Quakes 2, looking to extend that streak in their playoff debut. Rapids 2 have won 4 straight heading into the match this weekend. You've got to keep an eye on Remy Cabral, who at 19 goals got him a 3-way tie for MLS Next Pro Golden Boot. Yosuke Hanya, Oliver Larraz combined for 22 goals in this past season as well. Then Tacoma and Austin FC 2, you end up with that 4-3 win that we were discussing. Blake Bowen had 2 assists and a man-of-the-match performance in that Tacoma matchup against Dynamo Dos. Austin FC snapped their 6-match regulation win streak in the quarters with that win over Sporting Kansas City 2. Damian Loss made 4 saves to register his 13th shutout of the year for that win. 2 teams split their regular season meetings in 2023. Defiance won at 1-0 at home. Los Verdos 1-2-1 at home. So we'll see what happens with your matchups. We're down to the final 8 in MLS Next Pro. And once again, the top seeds got to pick their opponents for the conference semifinals. So we'll see how it all lays out. 1 hosting 6, 1 hosting 3. That's how it all lays out. 2 versus 4, Revs and Red Bulls. 1 versus 3, Crown Legacy and Crew. 1 versus 6, 2 versus 4, and that is your semifinals out west. For everybody here, if you can be at one of these matchups, at Starfire, Dick's Sporting Goods Park, Matthews, or at Gillette, please do. You get to see the next generation work their way up to try to be a part of activity in Major League Soccer or wherever their careers will take them through our time at MLS Next Pro. And if you cannot, once again, you can follow along. If you're not there in person, follow along with our friends at Apple Plus and MLS Season Pass. All the matchups, all 4 of your semifinals will be there on the network. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us for your update on MLS Next Pro. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy your conference semifinals.